Hello, good evening. Finally, I am getting to record this session, which I should have recorded this very morning. But today was one of those days when everything was fighting me. I just couldn't get the recording done. The internet was just so impossible. Every time I tried it, it collapsed. Then the next time I tried it and the train went past and it was so loud, I had to try over again. And after 5 times of trying, it was just very noticeable that I wasn't going to go anywhere. So I tried other things. And I had to wait literally till now at 6 o'clock when most people have gone off the internet so that I have enough bandwidth to record. So thank you, and thank you for making time and for actually taking time to watch this video. This is the 4th installment of our wellness class. And these are interesting times. And so it was, when I worked for the last 2 days, I really had a lot of challenges of my own and worries and anxieties that I had to overcome. And then I thought, this is exactly how you may feel. So I salute you and I greet you and I wish you well, and I hope that your children are well, hope that your parents are well, and that you're safe. So my talk today is about that. How can we maintain our energy levels high? How can we be the best we can be and let not our immunity be suppressed by stress and anxiety and all of this other stuff that is currently going around? So let me switch on my PowerPoint and we share that, and I'll see, and we'll get started. Oh, firstly, I have to get the share screen on. Voila. Okay. Yeah. Okay, here we are. So what to do in times of challenges? How to raise your frequency and live above the wellness line? That's the good question. And you may have been showered with many emails and many Zoom calls and conference calls and do this and do that. However, I would like to remind you that there's one very simple thing that you can do, and you can teach that to your children now, and it is space. So remind yourself to drink a lot of water. And I have my water here. And remember, your lung function is at its best when you're well hydrated. Your cardiovascular function is at its best when you are well hydrated. Your immune system, your spleen, your thymus gland, they can work at their best capacity when you are well hydrated. So make a point of staying hydrated. That is your number one stress buster. Cheers. Now, let's switch on our clear thinking buttons. When we're upset, when we're in stress, to think clearly and to stay calm and focused is a challenge. Therefore, get that water that you've just drunk through your kidney system and energize your whole hydration and tell your brain, hi, how are you? Be here, wherever you are, be there. Massage your ears. Now I will be careful because I've got this little thing in my ear here, so I can't really rub too much. But switch on your ears, because that is for improved hearing and listening. Now do a little bit of cross crawl. Do your cross crawl. I take my chair away and I'll do some cross crawl to get the brain into gear, to get the body into gear, forwards, backwards, sideways. And remember, teach it to your children. They will love it. And see if they can do the backwards cross crawl. Maybe they can, maybe they can't. So yeah, having gotten that body into gear a little bit, now let's relax and sit down and do the hook up. And I will show you the next slide for that. Hooking up means that you are bringing your hands and your heart and your head into a centered, calm place. Place your tongue on the upper palate. Breathe in deeply. As you are breathing deeply, you can say the following affirmations with me. I am safe and protected at all times. My body is strong and resilient. I am mastering all challenges of my life with courage, confidence, and a calm and collected mind. I am centered in the here and now. My family is safe. My house is safe. My journey beyond my house is safe today and tomorrow. And the last two sentences I have taken with permission from a colleague. It's a bit technical, but there's a point to it. My system has the best microfilter for all electromagnetic interference. My microbiotic interference filter is functioning 100%. My microbiotic interference filter is functioning 100%. And as you unfold your hands and put the fingertips together for brain integration metaphor, see yourself in a bubble of light, beautiful white light. All around you, this light is shining. All around you, all throughout you, every cell in your body is energy emitting, is a strong and healthy cell. Give yourself permission to shine. And this wonderful bubble of light, see it like a cloak, if you will, like a big mantle that you can put around you. And now also include all your loved ones and see them in the light, protected, well and safe in the light. Your parents, your children. Thank you. Now that is our pace done. And when you teach it to your children, you can always say that My body is strong. I am safe and protected at all times. And if you mean it, your children will believe it. The next thing that I have for you today in preparation of how can we live above the wellness line? How can we reduce all these negative emotions that are harrowing at the moment? This is called the emotional freedom technique, or EFT tapping. You may have heard of it. It is a wonderful technique. On the bottom left, look at the source here. I have Dr. Mercola's website with a lot of fabulous little videos that demonstrate this technique. And you can do it with me right now. It is talking to the acupuncture points of our meridians, all those that are in over energy in times of stress and anxiety. So what we say is tapping, even though, and you can include your own thoughts and feelings here, even though I feel anxious, even though I feel the enormous uncertainty, even though I feel powerless, even though whatever it is that you wish to include, I fully and completely love, trust, accept, and appreciate myself the way I am. So we are tapping on all of these buttons. You can do it double-sided or you can do it one-sided, whichever is best for you. So tap on the inside of the eyebrow, which is for bladder meridian against fears. Tap on the outside of the eyebrow, which is your endocrine system, harmony. Tap under the eyes, which is for stomach meridian, when we are frustrated. Tap on the upper and the lower lip, which is for the central and the governor meridian, to keep our upright spine and to keep our posture, mentally, emotionally, physically. So upper and lower lip. Then we go to these buttons that you already know from kidney meridian. These are against all phobias. Then you go here. This is a button that can be a little bit painful, quite sore actually. And that's for, we call that the Worrywart. That's the worry button. So we can say, even though I feel anxious, I relax, I'm doing my best, it is good enough. And then you go and activate this gamut point. You can do it on one side of the arm or even with two. This brings it all together, puts it in a nutshell. And whenever you tap this button here, your body will remember what you have imprinted into it. This is also one way of anchoring. When you do that to your child, well done. That's a good anchor. So this is an anchor too. So I love, trust, accept, and appreciate myself the way I am. Even though I may feel fear, even though I may feel anxious, even though I feel upset, I fully and completely love, trust, accept, and appreciate myself the way I am. Thank you. This is an extremely powerful technique. Do not underestimate it. Practice it, try it out. You can even with yourself do a little bit of a measurement. Notice how stressed you are before you did it. and notice how stressed you are not after. Give it a go. My next slide for you is just for reading. I found these 3 things. They're all over my Facebook. People post these things, and I thought, yeah, it is true. Fear is the most contagious, but when you look at it, what's also contagious? Kindness, patience, love, a positive attitude, and your enthusiasm. Remember that. So be the carrier. And yes, embrace that you catch it from others. That's so important. So when you are reaching out with your heart through the telephone and you call your friend, you call your relative, you call somebody, send them the positive vibes. I just had a conversation with my sister and it ended, unfortunately, with stress and upset. She was so stressed. She just wasn't willing to hear anymore. And I sent her my love. I sent her my very best. And I have to call her back and hope that she will calm down. It's everywhere on the world it is. She lives near the French border in Germany, and it's very stressful there. They have 100% 5G cover, and that makes a huge difference to them too. So instead of focusing, what is it that you are needing to do tomorrow morning? Start by thinking of what are the things that you want to be. Choose and choose what it is, who you want to be. Who you're being shouts louder than what you are saying. Now, the next thing is a lovely little technique, and I actually just finished processing and exporting a video that I have created around this entire slide. And it's actually a fantastic little thing. We had done it before. I taught you how to tap on the inside of the arms, how to tap all over your body to energize it. That was in the previous session. So let me show you. Along the inside of your arms, you have 3 very powerful meridians that are very important. The one here is called heart meridian. In the middle, to the middle finger, is your circumflex or pericard meridian, which is all about cardiovascular function. And then we have the one that goes along here to the thumb, that is lung meridian. So your heart, your cardiovascular, antipulmonary functions are all in your hands, on the inside of your hands. Remember when I asked you to use the prickly ball or the Gong Balls? It's for that reason. I hope that I'm not, I think it's come back for a moment. The picture froze. I hope you're still with me. On the outside of the arms, we have yang meridians. And there is your digestive function for small intestine, for large intestine, and your endocrine system that regulates all the hormones and all those transmitter substances in your body. So again, 3 very important functions that are needing to be kept alive and well. And the more you flush along the inside of the arms, the more you are energizing these meridians. Now, I actually have, as some of you also have, essential oils. Here I have peppermint. Peppermint is a fabulous oil to energize my cardiovascular function with. That is nicely uplifting. And I have another oil which is the stress away. Stress away is a beautiful oil, and I apply it to my heart meridian. So I keep calm and peaceful in my heart. There are 6 specific oils that can be applied for each one of these meridians. I will not go into detail now because you haven't really got that. And unfortunately, because I cannot see you in person, I cannot give you these oils. That's what I would have done if we had met in person. But you can always contact me, you can always write to me, and I will be happy to supply you with the oils if you are interested. So do this, and also teach your children to flush along the arm and to go down to the face, and on the outside down to the face. They are running downwards, the yang meridians, and the yin meridians are running upwards. And that alone can lift your energy potential so much. I've done this many times with clients where we literally measured the energy potential. When we are well, our bodies vibrate at around 60 to 68 megahertz. But when you do that, you can easily get up to 80 megahertz. And that is a super high potential, and you're uplifted, upbeat. This is what I also wanted to repeat to you, or with you. Remember the Qigong balls. If you have ability to purchase them, do it. Because again, when you are using your hands, you are integrating for left and right hemisphere. When you are rolling these balls, the right hand activates your left brain, which is for language and logic analytic thinking. Your left hand is activating your right brain, which is for your creative mind. That inner child is in there too. So use those balls if you have them, or buy some. They're easy to get if you want to buy them online, or you can contact me. I have balls that I can sell you, these lovely crystal balls made from various crystals that are just lovely. Excellent for your children, for fine motor skills. They improve piano practice. They improve all instrument playing. It improves the handwriting so much when you have better fine motor skills. So, the next one, now we're actually looking at vibration. I have embedded a fabulous video by Dr. Edward Close. He is a physicist, quantum physicist, philosopher. He has many qualifications, brilliant guy. And some years ago, he produced a video in which he explained this phenomenon of vibration and frequency. So, and how they measure that. And his statement of, when we are healthy, we are vibrating at 62 to 68 megahertz. Sickness and disease begins to kick in at 58. So candida is 42, cancer is 38 or something. There's a really good article which I have added as an attachment to this email. So you can read up on that if you are technically inclined, which of course you are. Duh. So you may want to read up on that. It's not, I didn't make this up. Now click on the link and you find this really fascinating video. So Isn't it interesting that a rose has a vibration of 320 megahertz? That is the highest that you could possibly have. And when we smell essential oils, it raises our energy. We are instantly uplifted by the smell of a rose. Instantly, jasmine or balsafir or others you can read up in the list. And it makes such a difference if you apply it or diffuse it in the air. The energy and frequency in the whole house can be lifted. So look it up. And then also the next part is the technical part of the biochemistry. There are many, many biochemical components that make up an essential oil. Lavender has 300, over 300. However, I want to in particular mention a chemical substance that's called sesquiterpene. And for those chemic people are that you, if you are chemists or you know your chemistry, you can look that up, sesquiterpenes. That's one of the active ingredients in these oils that you see listed here. And you can see the benefits of that. It transcends the brain-blood barrier and, or blood-brain barrier, I should say, and instantly improves the oxygenation of cells. And so it's has incredible benefits for all people with neurologic disorders, for all people with serious cell mutation disorders. And I don't want to get into trouble, so I mustn't say we heal anything, but it has a very positive effect on everybody that applies these oils to improve on their frequency. And so have a look. If you feel anxious, if you feel sad, if you're depressed, then you may find solace and support with these wonderful essential oils. So now we go into the biochemical part. We go into the nutritional part. And I want to mention to you Dr. Peter Dingle. And you will find his website listed here. He's a brilliant guy. He has researched so much over the past 20 years, and I have greatest respect for him. And so these newest publications are on gut health. And I know that this is an issue for some of you, that your gut needs some serious improvement. So I can only say, take a moment, visit his website, click on this article that is embedded here in this PDF, and you can read up on a lot of good research that he has done. I purchased that Ready Set Gut book. It's brilliant. It contains straightforward recipes for you to eat and to cook, and that's an excellent thing, because Peter, he was so upset on the 27th of March. He was like, government, don't tell us all the time what we can't do. More restrictions, don't do this, don't do that. Wash your hands. Seriously? Why does the government not tell us exactly what we should be doing? And for him, he put this together. He said, let's look at some seriously good measures that we have a choice for and that we can put in place to stay well and to stay above the wellness line. So lifestyle, while we still can, let's go out into the fresh air, go into your garden, do your garden work, and catch up on some much needed sleep. Reduce your television, reduce the pinging off the phone all the time. Get rid of it, switch it off for a while. That is a good mental hygiene. And of course, all those other things that nutrition has. So eating your vegetables and all these things, and just reduce the alcohol and do a bit of cleansing, because when you do the cleansing, your body is so much more able to fight off whatever we need to fight off at the moment. And with the supplements, I can wholeheartedly recommend vitamin C. I'm taking vitamin C 6,000 milligram a day. I am taking about 6 tablets of melatonin and zinc. And I have a lot of herbs also that I use. And the prebiotics and the probiotics for the gut, that is so important. It makes all the difference. And you can read up on his research on the essential oils. And the Chinese herbs I can't even pronounce, but there's a very good Chinese herbalist on the corner of South Street and Bannister. And he's an excellent man. I have had 3 people who went for his consultations, and they were very impressed. So Dr. Dingle himself wrote this on the 27th of March, 4 days ago. But, you know, he is still of the opinion that if you fix your gut, you will have the best chance. The infection can induce an extreme immune response characterized by the overproduction of immune cells and the uncontrolled release of pro-inflammatory cytokines. That's the stuff that makes us get inflamed. And by this cytokine storm that circulates then through your body, that's really what's so very taxing for old people, for people with pre-existing cardiovascular issues, for people with asthma and other pre-existing lung diseases. So to save life, we need to fix the gut, because in Chinese medicine, we know that lung and large intestine are in the same house. They are yin and yang of metal element. So a good gut microbiome is also then ensuring a very good lung microbiome. So look at that. And he writes himself, you know, if I contracted coronavirus, I would take high dose of vitamin C, high dose of probiotics, lots of good fiber, herbs, and some essential oils. And you know, if I want to prevent infection, I would do the same. And I do this every day. Just a brief look into vitamin C. Why? You know, people say, oh, you eat enough fruit and you'll be fine. Sadly not. Unfortunately, our fruit and vitamin C content in that fruit is compromised. And long studies have been done. Peter wrote an extra book about it. And so I can only recommend, yes, you can eat all these wonderful foods. Do that. Put it in whenever you can. Make a very colorful fruit salad and feed that to your children every morning. But look at how we can lose it as well. And many of these items on the right side, you can say, oops, that's me. So when you have a deficient vitamin C, look how it's really important for your brain, how it is important for your bones and your muscles and your structural makeup, how it is so very important for your lungs and your asthma, and skin and hair and your immune system, of course. So find it at Chemist Warehouse. Find it at the clinic we have in our chiropractic and wellness clinic in Netherlands. We have a very good stock of supplements, and you can always buy good vitamin C there. So this is the quasi the last slide, and it's a bit of a fun thing. I must say I apologize for not putting the proper resource names here. I didn't mention the people by name, but if you click on the links, you will find them. The top one is a lovely song that you can sing for yourself and for your children. Switch your inner child on. It is a wonderful mantra. Every little cell in your body is happy. Every little cell in your body is well. I'm so glad, I'm so happy. Every little cell in my body is well. And it goes round and around and around and becomes a real earworm. But it's a good one. So the next one is this fabulous offer that Deepak Chopra and another lady who's very famous have offered at the moment. They have this wonderful 21 days of meditation. And you click on this and you can register in and you can download your daily meditation. There are guided meditations for sleep, which you may also find very helpful. And at the bottom, I also included the Orgone Effect Australia website, because we do need to protect ourselves against radiation. We are now massively under more electromagnetic frequency. When you drive along the freeway and you see every few hundred meters those towers, it's getting worse. And be aware that Italy has 100% cover of 5G. France, especially in the Rhine-Main area, is massively already installed with 5G. In Frankfurt now, they are currently day by day increasing the 5G towers. And people fall sick because the 60 megahertz frequency, remember what your healthy frequency is. This 60 megahertz frequency goes right, not to the skin, it goes under your skin. And it goes under and deeper in every child and animal skin. So what happens is the capacity of oxygen enrichment, the hemoglobin, is compromised. Therefore, we have less and less oxygen in our brain and in our lungs and in our blood. So this is worth researching. Look it up, inform yourself. And you can look up all the research on that website. So, the end of it. This is all putting into one picture. It's your triangle of health, your physical well-being, your mental emotional well-being, your biochemical well-being, and the big circle around it, that is your electric magnetic well-being, your energy field. So all of these things, mental emotional well-being, sing and hum. There's lots of lovely research on humming and how it raises the energy in your sinuses and in your whole head. And if you sing your aum, that is a very good thing for your lungs, your bronchi, and your sinuses. So, and the good nutrition, no junk food, please. The physical wellness, do your exercise, go dancing, walking, gardening, have a look at the wonderful singing songs that is being done by families at the moment. It's really quite miraculous, and I'm gobsmacked when I see what some people are producing as a family. So your whole body can be raised for its frequencies. And these suggestions that I have made here for you, they're very simple, but they work. It doesn't have to be complicated. Stick with the simple stuff, something that you can easily duplicate, something that you can teach your children and keep them safe. So feel free to contact me if you have individual questions. I see people one-on-one at the Chelsea Chiropractic and Wellness Clinic because we are important health providers. And yes, we are still open. I also see people one-on-one in my Thornley clinic here. And if you wish to come for a raindrop technique or some stress reduction, kinesiology, something that you, all the things that I offer, feel free to contact me, make a booking. I am here. And I salute you and I wish you well, all of you. Take care until my next Zoom. I hope and pray that the sound for this has been now much better than the one that I had produced yesterday. And I will upload it now, and hopefully once I uploaded it, I can send it to you straight away as a YouTube link. All the best. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.